Hey YouTube, Alex from Nerds Being Geeks, and I got a mail call. So yeah, I have a mail call. It came in the mail. I did open it because there was this huge gash on the side and I was worried and I didn't want to wait to record to open it because I would look like a real dingus if I opened this up and it was damaged. So I didn't want to record me having a meltdown. So I'm going to open this up. I'm gonna hold this away so it's not loud in the mic. All right, so I got a CGC book here. I have not gotten a new graded book in quite some time. I do have one book at CGC right now. It's been there for about, it was sent off in November, so at the time of this recording, it's been about 4 months since it got sent out. And I have a handful of books at CBCS. There's Cody Lockwood from Lockwood Loots, who does his live streaming. I've mentioned him in my comic book haul video. He also works for CBCS/Beckett, so it's nice to have someone local, and I just give him the books and he sends them off for me. And those have been gone since December, so time of this recording, it's been 3 months for that. So it's kind of a race to see who gets here first. All right, so I did kind of look over it a little bit real quick and then I wrapped it back up for the reveal. But this is taped and it's loud, so I'm going to pull this away from the mic. All right, so this is a low grade book, like most of my graded books are. I think I have about 8 or 9 graded books right now, and I think only 2 of those are like above a 5.0. One is a 9.4 and one is a 9.2, and the rest are like 5.0s and below. And how I look at it is, you know, those lower graded books just mean that they are more affordable. And when they're more affordable, I can afford to buy more books. I'm not a big like 9.8 chaser, but you know, if I get one, I'll be thrilled. But most of the time, depending on the book, those are out of my price range or what I'm willing to spend. So I still get my books pressed, but I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather have more books at a lower grade than one really high grade book. But we all collect different, and that's what the hobby's all about. All right, so let's get this out. Whoever sent this packaged it amazing. This was a eBay purchase, and it was it was at a price that was above fair market value, and hold on, that's my dog. 1 second. My dog wants to play. Well, Rem, if you're gonna interrupt me recording, I might as well show you off. Hey everybody, this is my doggo Ren. She's a good girl sometimes, and she's interrupting me recording. Gotta play with the dog. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back. Got done playing with Rem. Good to go. Continue the video. So, like I was saying, low grade. This was marked above fair market value at a best offer. Put the offer in that matched what fair market value was, and they accepted. So, pretty excited. And let's do the reveal. All right, you ready? Here we go. Marvel Spotlight number 2. First appearance of Werewolf by Night. It's a 4.0 and it looks every bit of it. Honestly, I don't think this book has been pressed. I definitely see some creases that looks like it might be able to get pressed out. But there is some rips on the cover, a ton of color breaking dents everywhere, a bunch of spine ticks, and this is a square bound book, so this is a lot thicker of a case than what I'm used to. I think it's my first square bound book that I have graded, and you can tell it's a lot thicker. But yeah, origin, first appearance of Werewolf by Night, Jack Russell. Love that name. This cover was done by Neil Adams, and it was written by Jerry Conroy and Roy Thomas. Love, love, love this cover. Absolutely love it. It's a great book. You saw from my other comic haul video is that had some of the newer 2020 Werewolf by Night comics, and I started to get into Werewolf by Night around actually Halloween. I was sitting down here, it was Halloween, and I was like, man, I want to watch something monstery, and I have a collection of Universal monster movies, so I picked up the one I have seen the least, and it was Universal Monster Werewolf by starring Lon Chaney Jr. I mean, this is like the old black and white, and I watched it, loved it, and kind of got me on like a werewolf kick. And I knew that I was like, I want to get into some monster books now. And so I started researching it, and I didn't come across any Marvel Spotlight books that I could find in my price range. Well, I wanted to start with the first appearance and kind of work my way back. I knew that Werewolf by Night 32 was out of my price range now, so I would just get a facsimile or a reprint of that. I did own a copy at one point, but I gave it to my brother-in-law, who's a big Moon Knight fan. He flew across country and helped us move back to Michigan. So, thanking him for that, I gave him that Werewolf by Night 32. But that was many Moon Nights ago. But anyway, I do not have that copy anymore, and I'll probably just have to get a reprint, and that's okay. So I'm working on my Werewolf by Night run, and part of that run to me is the Marvel Spotlight. I believe 2, 3, and 4 are Werewolf by Night stories, and I believe it's issue 3 where the Darkhold first appeared. And if you've been following WandaVision, guess what appears? The Darkhold. So now that book has skyrocketed, and I'm just going to wait for it to cool down and then I'll probably pick it up. But getting the first appearance is pretty big, so I'm happy about that. And I'll just have to work through the rest of the run. It's going to take me a bit, but I'm pretty excited. I want to give a huge shout out to Heads Up Studios. Heads Up Studios is the one that created the Nerds Being Geeks logo, and they do vinyl stickers, they do canvases, and they do commissions. And I just wanted to show off one of the things that Heads Up Studios has done, and I had to have. So he does corner box art from comic books, and I don't think this was actually in the comics, but man, it is awesome. And you can see how big it is. And it's just a canvas stapled to a piece of wood. Knocked it out of the park. I got it in my TMNT corner. Love it. So once you shoot on over to Facebook, search Heads Up Studios, give them a like, tell them that Nerds Being Geeks sent you. Buy some of his stuff.
Link in the description.